We don't want to spend too long talking about Saturday, I'd imagine, in the second half anyway. Just give us an idea what it was like in your dressing room, the contrast between half-time and full-time.
Obviously, as you'd expect, it was very down. We were all quite disheartened, to be honest. Like, obviously, at half-time, we were absolutely made up. We knew there was a long way to go, though, because football's never easy, no matter who you're playing against. And we knew Tranmere were going to come out and have a good go in the second half. And even though they were on top, I thought we did weather the storm at first. And I think the free kick goal just gave them that incentive to kick on then. It's still not good enough from our part. We shouldn't be giving away a 3-goal lead like that. So it was very disappointing, yeah.
For those of us that didn't see the game, we see the goals. And when we see the goals in the second half, we go, wow, I don't think I've ever seen 3 goals of such high quality in one about 20-minute spell of football. Does that make it harder or easier to deal with?
I think in a way it can make it harder, because you think we haven't really, I remember saying to the lads when the free kick went in, I thought we hadn't really give up many clear-cut chances, so I was just trying to keep everyone going, saying you haven't really created much, they've had the play, yeah, but keep your head switched on. And then the second one goes in where he struck it from outside the box. But obviously as players, probably growing up like playing footy and analysing every goal, you always look at things that you could do in the lead up to goals. So even though the great strikes, could we have stopped something a little bit earlier, could we got a bit tighter at times, so we always look at that. So I think just conceding any goal is tough to take, and to concede 3 like that in the 20-minute spell was not nice, yeah.
Have there been times this season, Liam, that you'll probably look back come the end of the season and go, we were leading in that game, we were comfortable in that game should have been a win, that should have been, and for whatever reason they haven't been, and that's why you find yourselves where you are?
Yeah, we've been saying that a lot, to be honest, but you can't really dwell on that. You've got to just move on and focus on the next game. So my mindset, and I presume the mindset of everyone in there, I'm sure we'll go through meetings today and tomorrow, is if you can start off like we did against Tranmere, against Salford on Friday, and you can start off like a house on fire like that and go and get a few goals, I think the confidence will be flowing through the team again. So we've just got to be focused on the positives rather than the negatives, yeah.
So is it just a complete package here we're looking for, a 90-minute or a 101-minute in terms of the other day, that you need that level over a longer period in a game, and that will see you through?
Yeah, I think that's what you're always looking for, but you see even at the top level, teams can play well in the first half and then they drop off a little bit in the second half, don't seem to be doing the same things. I don't really know why that is, whether it's something mentally or sometimes maybe physically, I'm not sure, but that does happen at all levels of football. But you're always striving to get that full, complete 90-minute performance and scoring goals at the right time, making blocks at the right time. Little key moments like that are just so important to get the 3 points, yeah.
Some lads know exactly who they're playing for about 6 games in a row. Some lads know exactly where they are in the league table and what the points difference is. What are you like? Are you someone who wants to know, someone who spends time looking?
To be honest, I do look, yeah. I take quite a big interest in football over all the divisions, so I'm like that anyway. Yeah, but then I also just look at the next game and I'm trying to make sure I'm in the right mindset, make sure I'm in the right place physically to go and try and perform again and give the best for Accrington Stanley, yeah.
It's a big chance if you get the right results and results go for you that after the Easter weekend you can almost enjoy the last couple of games. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for, obviously. We set out in every game to go and win, so if we can go and get the win on Friday, obviously got to take care of our own business first. So if we can go and get 2 wins, then like you said, I'm not sure exactly what the points would be then because there's other games going on, but there's no reason why we can't go and win these 2 games, so that's what we'll be setting out to do, and everyone's mindset needs to be in the right place to go and do that, yeah.
You say one game at a time, so many people's focus will be on the one here on Monday as well, won't they, considering where Carlisle find themselves?
Yeah, a lot of people will be talking about that one maybe on the outside as well, and Carlisle maybe be thinking about that one a little bit more. But like I just said then, I'm focused on Salford on Friday, and I'm sure the manager, everyone around the club, and all the players will be ready for Friday, yeah.
How are you viewing this season, Liam? Do you look at it and think, we're better than this? Or do you look at it and think, with 4 games to go, we are where we are because we've got ourselves here?
Well, that's obviously a fact. We've got ourselves in this position with 4 games to go. But I do think at times we've shown we're better than this and we could be higher up the table. But like a lot of teams in this league, it's fine moments, it's little key things that happen in a game, and sometimes they swing in your favour, sometimes they don't. And you think, like you said earlier, like there's quite a lot of games where we've been leading and you think, oh, if you could have just hung on there, you could be looking at the table and you could be 8-10 points better off, and everyone's like, oh, it's been a much better season than what it is. Playing the same way, but just not conceding them late goals. Yeah.
Just in terms of yourself, you've had some horrendous luck with injuries in the last couple of seasons before this one. How pleasing has it been largely to have a season where you've not been disrupted too much?
Yeah, it's obviously been nice. I had a little injury towards the start of the season. But like every footballer, you want to be fit, you want to be available for selection all the time, and you want to play as many games as possible. So whenever I'm called upon, I'm ready there to give my best for the team and for the club. Yeah. So it's been a injury-free-ish one for me. So I'm glad of that. Yeah.
In terms of form-wise, it's been a little bit in and out of the starting 11 of late. How have you found your form being?
I think I've done okay at times. Yeah. I think like everyone, there's ups and downs through the season. No one's perfect every week. You've just got to, or the way I always think is, if you leave everything out there on the pitch, you can never have any regrets. You give everything to every game you play and try and do your best for your teammates and the club, yeah.
Just in terms of the bigger picture here, this is firmly in your hands, isn't it? You are 6 points clear and there are only 4 league games to go. So it is firmly in your hands, this, isn't it? And that's the way you've got to view it.
Yeah, definitely. That's just a fact as well. Yeah, we need to go and get the points on the board as soon as possible and keep Accrington in this league. Yeah.